If we will create something, we must be something. Character is the direct result of mental attitude. Vince Lombardi. I'm Jungle Jim Hunter, and this is 831 Living Your Best Life podcast, where we inspire participation, communicate precision, and empower performers to podium. And we hope you will tell your friends, relatives, people you work with to go to their favorite podcast provider or junglejimhunter.com or YouTube and subscribe, download, listen to the podcast, tell us if you like it, rate and review us, and become an 831er. Now, what's an 831er? 831 people gave of themselves and helped me become an Olympic skier. And I didn't ask them to, they just did it. And I've often wondered, what would have happened if those people hadn't helped? But they did. And so you can make a difference in other people's life by helping them live their best life, because I got to live my best life. Well, it's only 4 days to the 16th Paralympic Games, and I hope you will be watching those athletes and supporting them as much as you did the Olympic athletes. Remember, a Paralympian has to do a lot of things before they ever get in the starting gate or get to the track or go to start, because there's things they have to do in their life that we don't even have a clue about and never have to do. And so because of that, it really is a different life, and we can learn so much from them. I think I learn more from them than I do from what I would call average, ordinary people that I competed with, because there was so much from them that I could listen to and learn just from the way they responded to the challenges they faced every day and how it inspired me. And I hope this podcast will inspire you, and watching the Paralympians will inspire you and your family. Well, today's podcast, what do you say to yourself? Your self-talk happens constantly. Did you know that? Whether you're aware of it or not, it's always happening. I want you to take charge of your self-talk for one day. Today. Yeah, just today. Really work at it. I want you to, on purpose, by design, eliminate self-criticism and harshness inside your own head towards yourself. And then we'll talk about what you say to others and about others, because that's just as destructive, but that'll be for another podcast. Words are like people. We have relatives that look like us, and they share common traits. Words are the same way. Take discipline and disciple. These are two words that are not used very much today, but are closely related. A disciple is someone who follows a particular direction given by an idea, a thought, or a motivation, or by a leader that inspires and guides them toward a common desired outcome. A person who expects to reach that outcome must stay as close to the line of discipline that is required for that particular goal. Being disciplined is being tough like a soldier, or following a strict ordinance to the letter, and seems binding. But it isn't. It's anything but binding. It's freeing, because it finally teaches you to say no to all good things that you don't have time for anymore, because you have to be disciplined. You're a disciple. You're going where you want to go and where you know you have to go. So it frees you up to do exactly what you need to do. And that's why it's freeing. In a future podcast, we will deal with this subject. But today, I want to talk to you just about the discipline of your speech. What happens inside your head? What you say? Ask yourself these questions. And you might have to go back and listen to this podcast again, write them out, and take some time to answer these questions. Number one, what do you say to yourself when you are alone during the day? Number two, what do you say to yourself when someone in authority speaks to you? I know what you do. You've already prepared your answers. You haven't even heard the end of their statement or their question or their challenge. And you're already ready to pounce on them. You will overtalk them because you want to get your words in. Number three, what do you say to yourself when a teammate, a coworker, a family member speaks to you? We do the same thing. We want to overtalk them. What are you saying to yourself, number four, when the coach is speaking or the leader is speaking? Someone that has authority. Number five, what do you say to yourself just prior to your next opportunity? You know, you're about to step on the stage or make a presentation. What do you say to yourself? Number six, what do you say when you are performing? What's going on inside your head while you're doing what you're supposed to be doing? Number seven, what do you say to yourself right after you have just performed? Why are these key questions to ask yourself? They're key because these are the key emotional moments that our lives hinge on and direct you back to or away from the line of discipline. What do I mean? Well, when you have to face all of those situations, you emotionally get fired up. You are emotionally empowered. And if you think about it, your response is actually telling you which way you're going. Whether you're going to stay on the line of discipline or whether you're going to, maybe go the opposite way or a different way because you think that you have to be right rather than listening and going, is there something I could learn here? Being disciplined in every aspect of our life will not make you happy at the beginning because it may require us to change. And that's the challenge here. In these key emotional moments, we may have to make changes that we know we need to do, but we've always done it the other way. And so that's the way we want to continue to do it. And this is why many people give up. Shortly after starting something new that they know they need to change, they give up. Because our habits keep us bound to do what we've always done, thinking that, it worked before, why not do it again? If just for today, you change what you say to yourself from negative to positive, and the impact will be enormous. Change it internally to a positive, and at the end of the day, I guarantee you will be much happier. Thank you for listening. I hope you will have grown and will be living your best life. And, you'll just speak a little bit different the next time when we meet. My quote for the day: you play the way you say to yourself who you think you really are. I'm Jungle Jim Hunter, and I hope you have enjoyed this 831 podcast.